Behind these two windows, light filters in reluctantly, as if wary of what it might reveal. The blinds, pulled tight, are sentinels against a world that feels both distant and oppressively near. Each sliver of daylight is a reminder of the invisible bullets that have battered the glass, not with the violence of shattered panes, but with the quiet persistence of unseen judgment. It's a drive-by shooting that never ends, circling the block of my mind, always returning, always watching. The neighbors across the street live their lives in technicolor, their laughter and movement a backdrop to my stillness. Yet above them, and above me, are the spirits in the sky, witnesses to everything, silent and impartial. There is a sense of wrongness that clings to me, thick as dust on the sill. I feel it in the way I move, in the way I breathe, in the way my presence seems to seep through the walls and into the neighborhood. I am the rotting tree at the edge of the property, roots tangled beneath the soil, branches casting shadows that stretch too far. My existence, I fear, is a blight, something that others notice, something that lowers the value of the space around it. I imagine the conversations that might happen, whispered behind closed doors or exchanged in furtive glances. What if, one day, the neighbors decide to sell their house? Would the realtor pause at the edge of their driveway, clipboard in hand, eyes flickering across the street to my basement window? "There's that man across the street," I imagine them saying. "The one in the basement window." I see myself as they might. A figure half hidden, legs impossibly long, stretched out like the shadows at dusk. My head, bare of hair, gleams in the half-light, strange and unsettling. "He's scary," they might warn. "Beware." I never thought I'd become this, a specter in my own home, a cautionary tale for strangers. The windows that once framed the world outside now frame me, a portrait of isolation and unease. Yet within this space, I am not only the watched, but also the watcher. I peer through the blinds, searching for connection, for signs of life beyond the glass. The world outside moves on, cars passing, children playing, dogs barking. It all seems so far away, as if separated by more than just a few panes of glass. There's a fear that creeps in, slow and cold, that maybe the world is just as afraid of me as I am of it. The windows become a barrier, a shield against the gaze of others, but also a prison, keeping me from stepping outside, from testing the air, from feeling the sun on my face. I remember a time when I didn't feel this way, when the windows were open, when the breeze carried in the scent of cut grass and distant laughter. I was just another neighbor, another face in the crowd. But something changed, subtle at first. Then, all at once, the isolation crept in.